Incredible. Huh? Really?
Wow. Cool.
Jai Shri Ram, World Racer, Sabina and Roger here. Let's watch. Proof of multiverse in Ramayan explained by the YouTube channel Indian Monk.
So I know that it's in the Mahabharat, but I wasn't aware that it was included in the Ramayan, other than a few comments that we got from some of our beloved members who just finished the whole epic Ramayan Sagar's Ramayan. Now we're going to watch a few videos to get a few more details.
Leave a like for the Ramayan, for Lord Ram. Type in the comment section Jai Shri Ram if you have not already.
Do it.
Do it.
Perhaps one of the most exciting and unsettling concepts in modern cosmology is the theory that we inhabit a multiverse.
Incredible.
According to this theory, our universe is not the only universe. There are many others, perhaps an infinite number, each with different physical properties. This concept may be novel and disconcerting to scientists, but it rests very comfortably in ancient Hindu cosmology. The Vedas and other Hindu scriptures are believed to date from 5000 BC to 26,000 BC, are full of descriptions of many worlds whose inhabitants are ruled by kings on the human universe and gods on the higher universe. The many gods, in turn, belong to many different universes and plans of existence.
Huh?
The idea of a physical multiverse came later to modern science than it did to Hinduism. The concept that time is cyclical may sound strange to some, but it is true that it will happen over and over again. One hypothesis states that there is even the possibility of having the same Earth as ours and that the same events are happening there too. Which means that you are experiencing this moment in another place, which may sound strange. But this is a possibility according to science and Vedic scriptures in other universes. One could be living in the future or perhaps in the past. For example, maybe you are experiencing a part of the Ramayan or Mahabharat or any other event from past history in some other universe at the same time as now. According to science, these possibilities may be there. But Hinduism believes that there is a multiverse in which things repeat themselves for ages, and it is a cyclical and unstoppable process. Ramayan is a Sanskrit epic that dates back to ancient India and tells the story of Lord Ram, who is an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Lord Ram was about to complete his incarnation period and he called Yam, the god of death, to fetch him. But Yam couldn't because Lord Hanuman was guarding the gate of Ayodhya, and he did not let Yam in because Hanuman swore to keep death away from his lord. But as Lord Ram knew things had to go on, and one day he dropped his ring into a crack of the earth and asked Hanuman to bring it to him. And with his powers, Hanuman shrank in size and followed the crack to Patal Lok, and then he met the serpent king Vasuki, who knew the cycle of life and death, and took Hanuman to the mountain of rings, where Hanuman realized that all those rings were from Lord Ram, and told him who asked Vasuki about the mysterious series of events. Then Vasuki explained that each ring represents the cycle of time called Kal Chakra, which has 4 quadrants. Ram was incarnated in Treta Yuga, and then one day a ring will fall in the lower world, Patal Lok, and Hanuman will come looking for the ring, and up there Lord Ram will complete his incarnation period. There are millions of billions of these Kal Chakra which have come across multiple parallel universes. Lord Ram would end his carnation and take birth again and again. However, the cycle never breaks and it repeats itself again and again. Hanuman then learned of Lord Rama's motive by informing him about his various incarnations in different universes so that he would let him go with Yam to die and to take birth again.
Aww.
This proves the existence of a parallel universe since many times in process is happening and will continue to happen as well. Be kind and be happy, because in some other universe, there is a possibility that Lord Rama is in Lanka attacking Ravan also now. These concepts are a bit tricky, and we don't need to worry about that because at this present on earth, Lord Ram has come before, and the next incarnation of Lord Vishnu, namely Kalki, will come in the future.
Wow, I love these types of videos. I love them. They, again, make me really emotional for some reason, but also really settled and spacious. Because they literally blow your, I don't know, how do you say, conceptual mind?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, and there has to be a moment, if you're trying to grasp it, there has to be a moment of surrender to these ideas, and that's when the spaciousness happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Just to conceptually understand what is being talked about. Sabina mentioned that we actually might have seen a little snippet of this story in one of the videos that we watched in the past.
Yeah.
But we watched so many that it's hard to remember exactly which one. But anyways, the story in particular, yeah, even to grasp that Lord Ram drops the ring into this crevice, but it doesn't, I don't think it's like staying in a hole in the ground in the earth. It's literally going into a different realm. Otherwise, how could you say that it's connected to the multiverse, right?
Oh, yeah.
So when we're talking about multiverse, it's talking about, okay, so other multiverses, you know, the earth realm, and then this ring is ending up in the same, you know, underworld. Because if it was just our world that's being mentioned in here, then it wouldn't be necessarily be talking about multiverses. It would just be talking about
the cycle.
The beginningless cycle of time and how it's always, you know, resetting and going again and again. So that's kind of how I kind of understood this story. But if you're opening it up even more to the possibility of multiverses and the exact same scenarios happening in different universes, then it's wild. And how it's all kind of tied together, because we understand that these worlds, they only really exist in consciousness itself, right? So there's nothing really material about it. It's more, we're conceptually in it, so we're perceiving ourselves as physical and the world around us as physical, when really everything is just energy. So even these multiverses, you can conceptualize all these infinite universes as being separate, but in reality they're probably all together in another part of a sphere of universal consciousness beyond this universe, right? God is, you know, so beyond conception that it's just unfathomable, right? So then we're separating. So even if we're getting closer and closer to the concept of understanding, you know, non-duality and one source and one thing in reality, in creation, then we're still separating this universe from other universes, just like we're separating one galaxy from another, right? Which, yeah, they're perceived as really separate and distant, you know, perceptually. But in reality, when we're talking about like souls departing this realm and then possibly incarnating in an entirely different realm that's like light years away from us, that can actually happen in an instant, because there's no actual distance within the field of consciousness itself, right? So same with universes. It's like everything is in the mind of God. Omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent, and everything is just so balanced and perfect that souls incarnating into different realms is going to happen, you know, quite instantly, right? In the sense that we gravitate towards the most opportune place for our advancement spiritually, because we're all trying to get back home and wake up to the ultimate reality of our oneness with the divine, right?
I could just watch multiverse videos every day. It almost works like literally getting a really, really deep teachings on non-duality. It's the same thing, like it literally has the same effect. It's like a pointing out destruction, a pointing out destruction of your ego mind.
Destroyed.
It's like, poof. Yeah, because it just makes the mind literally poof into a vast, empty space.
So yeah, then we're talking about parallel realities being the same as this one. So there is, exact copies of us per se. But then there's also, in my mind, there's infinite possibilities, right? Which means that, there's an infinite parallel realities and then an infinite separate, unique realities, universes that would be different life forms, and you possibly wouldn't be there. But also keeping in mind that you can't even define this body as us in reality, right? We're the energy, the conscious mind beyond. So we're not attached to this thinking that, this form that is me is also in another realm, so that's me too. So as you advance more spiritually, you're starting to detach from this body as being you. So that doesn't really matter in the end anyways. That being said, is Lord Ram in all of the different multiverses the same Lord Ram? See, I think that's different though, because that's an incarnation of God. Right?
I think my favorite part here in the video was where they say that because of all the parallel realities and multiverses and whatever, like the Mahabharat, Krishna literally could be teaching like right now, somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And Bhishma would be on the battlefield. And, everybody, it would be like happening right now somewhere.
Yeah, and maybe these play out differently.
What?
Well, maybe in these universes, right? Because if we're talking about infinite possibilities, there's the possibilities in some Mahabharats that Bhishma would have switched sides. Possibly. If we think about anything being possible, right?
Yes.
So, wow.
I love that thought.
Anything is possible. When you seek to raise yourself
and raise the world in the multiverse.
Let's raise that multiverse,
Let's
people.
raise the multiverse.
Peace.